All right, and welcome back to this edition of 10 News Midday. The heavy rain has tapered off. Let's go back live, though, to Sky 10, which is over a rescue at the Premier Inn and Hotel Circle, the far western end. Phil?
Good afternoon, Bill and Coachelle, or good morning, I guess. It's not a good morning for the folks here at the Premier Inn. We're looking at all the flooding here from the San Diego River. You can see some of the folks standing by on the different shelves up there, or different levels, waiting for their chance to go across on the rope, and they are doing that right now. They're taking one of the occupants here. They're running them across the river in this inflatable here attached to these lines. They're letting them go all the way across the river, and then they catch them on the other side and pull them out. As you can tell, they have people back there in the back of the boat, too. In fact, one of the riders there is dragging his feet through the water, trying to help propel the boat along and keep it stabilized as they're going. So this is part of the rescue effort that is happening out here in this particular area. Now we're going to work our way a little bit east. This is right around Interstate 8. As you come up in the area around Taylor Street, you can see all of these cars underwater here in the river. Now this is just north of Interstate 8. We're going to pan up a little bit and let you see some more of this. As we start to come into the golf course, one enormous water hazard out here on the golf course, so not a good day to be out there this morning. In fact, the bridge here that you're looking at normally goes across the river. Well, both ends of the bridge and almost the entire bridge are underwater at the present time. We start going a little bit further east here, and we'll start to come into the area around the Fashion Valley Mall. And you'll see here, this is one of the spots up here where the water normally floods over the road that comes along here, the convention center, and it is definitely occasion here right there by the trolley tracks, where this is where the river normally is, right here between these two rows of trees. Well, it has got the entire area flooded out here, and the entire roadway submerged. You can see people out here wandering around, taking a look at some of the things that are happening out here. This is a parking lot, and those are the booths that you have to pay to get into this parking lot here.
Oh, wow.
Not to the back entrance to the convention center. As we move along a little bit closer here to the 163, you can see here some of the parking lots of the Fashion Valley Mall here. The one on the west side of the 163 has flooded. This area here, as you come up along to Hazard Center, very heavily inundated there as well. This is Mission Center Road here, just off of Hazard Center, completely underwater. And as you can see here, it looks like part of this roadway is starting to be undermined right there with this all this material being built up here. So it is a situation where there's another vehicle there submerged. We had our crew out here standing by in our last report. You can, in fact, see the live truck right there. That gives you some idea of how bad this situation is here all along the San Diego River. As we continue moving east, we're moving through the area here just north of the main mall situation. They have numerous apartment complexes up here with water in the areas, not running up to the large apartment complexes here, but definitely coming over the roadways and flooding some of the back outside areas here. Again, all of these roads continue to be closed. It's not an area that you should be walking across or driving across. And we're going to head a little bit further east here and come up toward Qualcomm Stadium and let you see what's happening around there. Most of the parking area up here has got some water in it. In fact, the entire south part of the parking lot here, the southwestern corner, is underwater here. And that's one of the reasons why the trolley tracks are raised. If you've ever wondered why they had them above ground level out there, well, that is why this has been raised up, because of these waters. When they do happen, it gets very deep. I'm Phil Konstantin up at Sky 10.
Phil, that was an incredible tour of the river and showing us what the floodwaters have done. I can't remember anything like this in Mission Valley since the last El Nino in 1990. Can you?
I don't really remember anything that bad. No, I don't. I know we've always had the problem of the folks looking at that sign that says don't travel here and decide to drive through because they got that big jacked up truck. But the thing that you got to realize out here is that, you may have 8 feet of water. It may only look like 1.5 feet, which maybe your large truck can go through, but there may be an 8-foot sinkhole underneath there. So this is one of the biggest floods I've seen in a long time up through here.
Hey, Phil, can you pan over so we can look at Qualcomm and see the field?
The field itself, yes, I can do that.
Well, it's covered apparently, so that's good because the game is.
You could do a little water polo out there today.
Yeah, you could. Or is it covered? It's hard to tell. Is it covered?
Is that just water that we're looking at? The reflection? It's a cover.
It is covered.
It is covered.
Wow, that's really something. Phil Konstantin from Sky 10 with a tremendous bird's eye view of the flood all around.
Yeah, there's a tarp over there, but there's standing water on top of the tarp as well.
Yeah. Oh, it's going to be a mess.
Sorry, I'm having a little trouble here.
Yeah, they're going to have a terrible time there.
Yeah, crews have to deal with pulling those tents and the tarp and all the flooding in the parking lot.